At the light, turn left onto Hampshire Road.
We are off to do a little bit of provisioning before we hit the high seas for Mexico.
This time on Selling Tashi.
We do some intense provisioning and spend our last few days in California sightseeing as we prepare for our journey to Mexico.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore.
This is our last provisioning in the United States for a while. We're heading to Mexico in a day or so. Now we had to get our gin.
Hi. Big box stores tend to give me anxiety, but you can't beat the prices and the volumes that you can get. So it's a necessity for us, especially when we're planning to be away from resources for quite some time.
I don't even know if we're making. I don't know if we're making it anyway again. Are we? Yeah. So tomorrow we'll do like the meats and stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't need a whole lot of meats, but
okay.
At the light, turn left onto Hampshire Road.
We are off to do a little bit of provisioning before we hit the high seas for Mexico. So we got to get some of the stuff we like, some of the stuff we need, and some of the stuff we won't be able to get in other places. So it should be fun.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn left.
We did a little bit of shopping yesterday with our sister and brother-in-law. They took us out and around for a little bit, and then they're generous enough to let us borrow their car for today. And so we're gonna go do a little bit more provisioning, get some of those last-minute things, some of our
At the light,
fresh stuff.
use the left 2 lanes to merge onto CA 125 North.
And then we're gonna throw it at the boat and spend one last evening in the comforts of family. So it'll be fun.
Have you ever been in a Walmart before that we have to ride an elevator? It's new experiences all the time.
Big Walmart here in San Diego.
It's huge. 2 stories. Crazy.
We did some pretty intense provisioning, and when we got to the marina, there were no dog carts. So I'm here trying to get some frozen stuff put away, and Hal is running around trying to find a dog cart. Otherwise, he's going to have to make like 1,500 loads to get here. So anyway, at least it's a nice day.
After a tearful goodbye to Pat and Mark, we spent one more night in South Bay, enjoying some Christmas cheer. The next day, we head back to the police docks in Point Loma to put us right by the San Diego Bay exit.
We're headed into the storm. It's a storm a-brewing, and we're headed right into it. But we should be fine. We've been in rain before. At least there's no wind. We got a pretty good rain coming down. And then just like that, it's over. I mean, it's still sprinkling a little bit, but it's not bad.
After a short 2-hour motor, we are safely tied up at the police docks and ready to take a walk to see what the harbor has to offer. The harbor at Shelter Island in San Diego has a walking path along the shore, with the green belt on one side and resorts and marinas on the other. It's quite beautiful. San Diego is a busy military harbor much like San Francisco, so there are always military vessels and aircraft around, even in the middle of a sailing regatta. There are also many anchorages with public beaches where you can dinghy in and have a beach bonfire if desired. And there are these guys. The bright orange Garibaldi fish is a protected species that makes its home in the marinas, and it's fun to see them when they come out of their rocky homes. San Diego has been a wonderful place for us. We got needed repairs done, stocked up on supplies, and got to spend valuable time with family. Just one more night, and we are off to Mexico.
Hi everyone! We have friends and family who ask us questions about cruising all the time.
We thought our audience might have some too.
So we would love to hear your suggestions for topics.
So if you have a suggestion for a topic, leave it in the comments and we will do our best to get to it.
Our first suggestion is from Jose Miranda, aka Captain Jose, who suggested the topic of what do we do with our garbage when we're out at sea? So the answer to the question is kind of twofold. There are specific guidelines for what to do with your trash and which kind of trash is okay to throw overboard. But we have kind of developed our own rules because the rules change as you go from country to country, and we want to make sure that we are not doing anything that's going to ruin our oceans because we want them to be around for people to enjoy for years and years and years. So here's what the Coast Guard says about it.
Basically, humans are not allowed to dump anything close to shore. A bit farther out, it's allowed to dump some small ground-up things, and even farther out, bigger things. But there is a resounding no plastic, no matter where you are. Our approach is this. Anything organic and biodegradable, such as food items, human byproducts, including that nasty shower drain hair, go overboard when we're at least 20 miles offshore. Items like this empty ketchup packet go right into the garbage. And anything that's recyclable, we put in a separate bucket in the hopes that there will be a place to recycle it when we get to shore. When the garbage is full, it gets stored in one of the cockpit lazarettes until we get to a place where we can dispose of it properly. Thanks, Captain Jose, for the suggested topic. It's a good one. Don't forget to leave a comment with your suggestion.
So this is our last morning in San Diego, and we are getting ready for preparations so that we can head to Ensenada, Mexico to check in for our first foreign country. Super excited about it, but just getting things ready and gonna leave around noon and take our time. All right, that's it.
Bye, San Diego. Bye, Pat. Thanks for the Pat and Mark for the hospitality. Bye, California. Bye, United States.
Wait, does that mean bye same day Amazon delivery? Does it mean goodbye convenience of all the shopping and stuff that's close? Does that mean we're gonna start roughing it?
Yep.
Are you ready for that?
We don't know when we're going to be back, but looks like for a while we're going to be citizens of the world. But it's all good.
And we are sailing. Engines off. We got some good wind. Hal's running around, making sure the sails are trimmed nicely, but we got us a little race going on. Our good friends from Sans Souci are catching up to us, and we can't let that happen. What you think? You like it?
I gotta go. When there's a sailboat close, it's a race.
We're in a little bit of a race here. So it's kind of funny, but we're kind of winning. And we are on our way, having a great sail. We're getting like 8 knots. And we've got some good wind. It should die down a little later, but we may even be going too fast. Girl is flying. We are getting some amazing wind out here. We're going about 8 knots, which is really good for this boat. We're sailing along right next to other boats. We're racing them. I mean, it's unofficial, but we all know. We are having one of the best sails that we have ever had. We're getting about 8 knots. We're on a beam reach. Just beautiful out here. The waves are not too big. It is just beautiful. It's just beautiful out here, sunny. Looking forward to what tonight brings. The wind is supposed to calm down a little bit, but we'll see. Other than that, it's just gorgeous. Sailing at its finest. We have been having the best day ever. We've only been out here for like a couple of hours, but it feels like this is exactly what we did this for. Have some amazing sailing going, the music in the background, it's a sunny day. We're headed to a foreign place we've never been before. Well, we actually have been there, but not in a boat. And it's awesome. We are having, Captain over there is having an amazing time.
What are you doing?
I don't know. What can you even say about this? This is exactly what we signed on for. And we just found out today that we made latitude 38. So check it out if you're aware of the magazine. They did an article on us, so it's pretty exciting. Yeah, so we're having an awesome day.
The sun set on our beautiful day, and night shifts began.
It's a little bit before midnight, and I'm on watch, and the wind just kind of left us. We now have about 7 knots of wind going. We were going pretty steadily at 4 knots. Now we're going at like 2. So there's a possibility we may be pulling down the sail and motoring the rest of the way, but I don't know. Yeah, it's got us getting there now at noon, so we'll see. I fortunately may have to wake up Hal and have him help me drop the sails, but I don't know. We'll see. We ended up taking the sail down because we had no wind and it was pretty much had shifted and now is at our nose. So we're just going to motor the rest of the way. We've just got a couple more hours. Still going to get there around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm about to go to sleep. Hal's going to have a bowl of cereal and take over for me. But so far so good. We sailed most of the way, so I think that's a pretty good accomplishment. We sailed almost all night.
A few hours later, the sun was coming up and we were coming into Ensenada, Mexico.
Well, we did it. We made it to Mexico, our first country out of the United States. So we are super excited and super tired.
Super tired, yeah. And it's cold here. I was surprised we're in Mexico and it's 40s.
It's in the 40s, but it looks like it's going to warm up. And we're just waiting for immigration to come and tell us that we can go do our paperwork. I'm putting some coffee on, maybe trying to get some breakfast, and nap time is a definite thing.
And the slips in here are really, really tight. It was hairy coming in
Crazy.
here.
It was.
We didn't touch anything. Alicia saved us. So.
I'm a good line handler.
And she pushed us away from, I think it was the concrete block there.
The concrete block and the other boat that was like 2 inches from us. So we're good. We made it.
Yeah, we're safe.
We made it.
So.
Yay.
Join us next time as we check into Mexico and explore Ensenada.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future